Okay gang, we got her cleaned up. Cleaned up. Pretty as a shiny new penny. And I'll tell you, this thing has had literally very, very little use. The engine was evident, power head evident. One thing I do need to do, got a little bit of a rolled lip here. Need to clean that up a little. That's where the gear comes in and rides where the shaft comes through. Where the shaft comes through there. So I'll break that burr off of there, clean that up, and get her all stuck back together. But I wanted to show you everything all cleaned here, and show you I've got the O-ring back on. Sorry, got the O-ring back on. You can see it's kind of got that little bit of a shine right there, and it moves just effortlessly. Really, really nice. So I'm really hopeful and confident that when I get everything put back together, this thing's going to oil like a champ. On the opposite side, I notice it's got a plus and a minus here, and as you rotate for plus and minus, my thought was that that should be moving with it. And as you can see, the gap is moving. So it has an indicator that shows you that you're increasing or decreasing your oil flow. I thought that was pretty neat. It's a little bit sticky, so I may have to do a little bit more work on it, but there we go. But at any rate, a little indicator, that thing, then I'll fix that, no big deal. But that slides back and forth, lets you know whether you're doing minimum oil or maximum oil. But we got her all cleaned up. We'll get her buttoned up. It's already after dark, so I'm not going to run it tonight, but we'll hopefully get it out tomorrow. We'll see what kind of I'm sorry. There's a tiniest little bit of oil in the tube, and I'm running that, and the oil is moving up the tube. So really, really good sign there. Great sign, as a matter of fact. So we'll get it all put back together, fired up, and sharpen the chain, run it through its paces, and see how it does. I'm pretty confident it's going to do just great. So I'll get her thrown back together. Like I say, all it was to pull this part of the unit off was just the two retaining bolts for the bar. The bar had a little bit of a bend in it, straighten that bend out, and that was all that was needed there. Just sharpen the chain up and ought to be off and running to the races. Very little use on this thing for now. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll shoot another quickie once I get everything put back together. This is it for later. Okay gang, we got her all back together. Just the power head here. And it's got a little sight hole on the underneath side. Right here, this one. That one right there. And you can see the silver spot. That's that knurled shaft that comes out from the chain sprocket that I showed you earlier. And that is what rides on that O-ring, drives that oil pump. And I ran it by hand, ran it through, and we're golden, and it's even pushing oil. So I think we're in good shape. with it being 8 o'clock at night, I'm not gonna go out and test it out tonight, but if I can get in between the raindrops tomorrow, I'll take her out and give her a sharpening, make sure that my followers are filed down. They look like they're just a tad high. Then we'll trim a couple low-lying branches, see how she does. So y'all stay tuned, stick tuned, hang on, hang out for the first video of 2016 from Zippo, which is video 499. Gotta think of something special to do for video 500. So in this video, when I get it posted, those of you that watch, give me a suggestion or two on how to celebrate and bring in my 500th video. Kind of a milestone. Now it's half a grand. Not too bad. So anyway, that's it for now. That'd be the Power Pruner from Technic Tool Corp. We'll get the rest of her slapped together, start her up, cut a branch tomorrow, branch or two, and see how she does. And to make sure she's oiling. This is Zippo later. I'm out. Yo gang, we got her all back together. She measures just under 8 feet to the end of the motor. I can hear all the wives laughing. Snowball's chance in hell you having something like that in my house. Hi Rachel. What are you doing? Wandering around. Baby Bill. What are you doing? Anyway, there we go. We'll put some oil in the tank tomorrow. Take her out in between the raindrops. And you peeking around the corner? You peeking around the corner? And see how she does. Ordered primer bulbs, but she seems to run just fine without them. With the little crack in the one that's on there. So, but I'm pleased. I mean, the thing is in phenomenal shape, and it is just short enough that it'll fit in old blue. You'll be able to shut and lock the box. So telescoping one may come along down the road, but for now this one will give me, let's see, the handle runs it right to about 7 feet, so I'm guessing I could probably get 11 feet up in the canopy without too much trouble. But anyway, that's it. We'll commence this tomorrow with a little bit of cutting. Zippo later. I'm out.